Hey, y'all. What is this, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, y'all. I am here. You see the title. We're talking about positive parent engagement today, specifically some basics, right? So if you don't know who I am, Cherie McGee. If you don't know what I do, I support parents who are in need of a reset. I help parents to become more confident, connected, and caring in their engagement with their child or their children, okay? So now you know what I do. All right. So let's get into it. You see the topic said positive parent engagement. And the three things we're going to talk about, it's just like some baseline stuff, right? You may be struggling with engaging with your child or maybe your teenager. Sometimes those are difficult times. If you're having some difficulties, let's do a quick give you three things that can help you get a quick reset going. So the first thing you see is relevant. As a parent, you want to do your absolute very best to remain relevant when it comes to your child or your children. And of course, that varies depending on ages and stages, where they are. And so you may say, well, how do I stay relevant with them? You want to be conscious of the things that they like. So music that they're listening to, clothes they like to wear, YouTubers they like to watch, shows they like to watch, places they like to go, the kind of people they like to hang out with, right? You want to keep a post on that. That helps you to engage with your child, because if you don't know anything about them, you don't know what they like, you don't know what piques their interest, how can you tap into them? How can you build a good, healthy relationship with them and you're not really plugged in? You see what I'm saying? So, and you may say, well, my child, if you're at a point where you need that reset, things are kind of difficult right now with you and your child. You may say, well, they don't listen to me. I try to talk to them. They just give me one word answers, like that type of thing, right? If you can't quite get it out of them in a conversation right now, then just listen and observe. You become a parent FBI, right? And so you may listen to them talking to their friends, or how they may interact with cousins that come over, or whatever the case may be. Just look at them as a person, watch and observe them, and then that'll give you clues, and that can help you start some conversations about them. Because one thing about it, our children love to know that we are interested in what they are interested in. So once you gather those things, the things that they like, the things they don't like, right, then that can start you going. So really quickly, another thing is just being honest. I always say children and teens can help you determine who, those of us who are good people and bad people, meaning they can sniff out foolishness 1,000 miles away. If you're a liar, if you are fake, they spot that stuff. I always say kids and dogs. No good people, right? So this is the thing, you want to be honest. If you have a tendency to lie to your child, whether it's making empty promises, or just flat out lying, right? Um, that really causes you to lose cool points. I'm just going to be honest with you. If they can't trust what you say, if your yeses are not yeses and your nos are not nos, even when you're interacting with them and you're saying, like, say a conversation comes up and you may say, I'm sorry, a situation may come up, and then you may say, if you don't do this, then you're not going to go here. Or if you don't do this, you're going to be on punch. If you don't have good follow through to what you're saying, and that's a whole different conversation. If you don't have good follow through, that also affects how you engage with your child. So just be honest. It's easier to be honest. If you don't know, say you don't know. Don't just say, yeah, yeah, to get them out your face, right? If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay to say yes or no, or let me get back to you, or I'm not sure, but I'll find out. You see what I'm saying? Make sure honesty is super important. And the last thing is transparency. This one is really big for parents, because sometimes as parents, we feel like we have to have it all together in front of our child when they already know you don't have it all together anyway. Your child is not looking for you to be perfect. They're just asking for you to be transparent and real. Does that make sense what I'm saying? And that's literally at pretty much all ages. But I'm going to tell you, especially those teenagers, they're looking for transparency, not perfection. They don't want you to act as if you have it all together. You got all the ducks in a row. You have everything figured out. You can teach them better when you are transparent. Transparent about what? Your past and your present. I'm not saying you run them all down. Girl, when I was your age, woo, I got down. That's not what I'm saying. The transparent about your past is mom is not perfect. Dad is not perfect. I've made mistakes before. I know what it is to deal with peer pressure. I know what it is to make a wrong move and then have to deal with the consequences. You see what I'm saying? Past and present, make sure you are being transparent. Be transparent with your desires and your aspirations. Share with them. Talk to them about the things that you want, the things that you want to accomplish, and then let them watch you actually accomplish and get those things, okay? Your victories and your defeats, it's the same thing. Don't allow your child to have a perception that you are always winning, because none of us are. We all take L's at some point, or we all have things that disappoint us, or maybe don't work out the way that we would have wanted it to. Allow your child to see that. I'm telling you, this is going to help increase and strengthen your engagement with them, okay? This is another thing, and this is kind of off the side. Married couples. If you are married or it's two parents in the home, whatever the situation is, don't subscribe to not arguing in front of your kids or not showing affection in front of your kids. And I know you may say, "Well, I don't want to argue in front of my kids." Now, if you all are like, giving each other black eyes and you slitting ties and stuff, don't show that stuff to your kids. What I'm talking about is your children should be able to see you and your spouse or you and your partner disagree with each other. How are they going to learn proper conflict resolution? Because they're going to be in situations where they disagree. Have you ever caught your kids arguing, and I'm mean throwing blows, they fighting about something, and you may say, "Why y'all acting like that? I ain't raised y'all like that. That's your brother. That's your sister." Have they seen you have positive conflict resolution with somebody else? Right? So don't hide that part from them. If they see y'all look tight with each other, it's okay. And then on the flip side of that, the affection. Some people say, "Well, I don't want to do that in front of them." No, please do. They need to know what good, healthy love looks like, right? So a hug, a kiss, a pat on the butt, whatever the case may be, dancing together, whatever it is that you do, speaking kind words. "I love you. Ooh, you look good in that." Your kids need to be able to see that. All of that ties into transparency. And I guarantee you, all of that will help when it comes to you positively engaging with your child or your children. All right. So that's all I'm going to give you all today. If you want more, if you want to have a deeper conversation about it, I can give you some more strategies. You see my website there, trynowconsulting.org. Book a call. It's free. I promise you. And you can ask anybody who's had this free call with me. They walk away with a wealth of knowledge and information in just that 30 minutes. All right. All right, you all. You take care, and I will talk with you soon.